hi. Of course, I don't have anyone yet, but still, better to say hi than to not say hi. Methinks. It's doing that one. Yeah, that's gonna be the one. Making sure it's able to catch the video because it's been having some issues with that. Oh. Do you need me to click into it? How did my game capture get dragged all the way out of where it was supposed to be? That would be... Is that not... That's... okay. It's important for you to not be out of where it's supposed to be. Okay. Alright. My dog is screaming because she seems to think that because my brother is here, she is allowed. I literally had this working earlier, so I don't know why it's been. Let me change it back to auto. There we go. So I had to flip it to auto and then back to the actual capturing the game. Okay. So I have that going on there. Do that thing. Just really quickly. And just really quickly. Coolio. Bugaboo, you are whining, and I know why. I know. My brother is here, and you want to go see him, but you can't go upstairs. Nope. I was told you don't get to go upstairs today. You want your cookie? You want your cookie? No? Go get your cookie. It's over there. Okay. Okay. I have played Slay the Princess briefly before. If you look at my load games, I have 3 plays of Slay the Princess. I have done 3 storylines. Actually, I think I've done 2, and then I started a 3rd. But I'm not gonna play that. I'm gonna create a new game. I'm not gonna continue. I'm creating a new game because I've never actually finished it, but I love this.
You're on a path in the woods,
is what it is.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah. So, treat it as if it's technically a new game. So I can either turn around. Okay, so what options are you giving me? You're giving me explore. You want this one? There you go. You have it. Dog jumping up on my table. Let's do this.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
So yeah, I don't know how the storyline quote-unquote ends. I have a vague idea, but I do enjoy the type of world this is, because it is a clever creation. So how can a princess be locked in my basement?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job
I also
to do
like
here.
the fact that
Just
narrator
get in
is
there and
technically
do
you,
what needs to be
and
done.
He's a dick.
We're all counting on you.
He's just a terrible person. Creature. Being. Bird. I don't know.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task?
I like the art
You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your
little art
journey.
style. And you need to shut up, dude. Let's see. The reason she's going to end the world is because she's...
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
I don't care, dude.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
I don't think I quite...
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
I mean, that's a clever argument.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Because it is a metaphorical chicken or egg. See, killing a princess seems kind of bad, though. Can't someone else do it? Forget this, I'm not doing it. Have you considered that maybe I'm not okay with the world ending? At this point, I'm actually kind of feeling that. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Let's see.
Does it? Are you a monarchist?
And there's my dog.
Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
See, that's also kind of a dick comment. Just a horrible dick comment. Let's see. Okay, I'm sold. Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. No.
I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Yeah. So what did I say? I'll go to the cabin, talk to her. I was about to say that maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not going to make it until you've had a chance to meet her face-to-face.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Well, you get to do it.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
It's gonna turn out.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Of course I will.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
And there's my dog in the background. Badger, come here. Come here, bud. Come here. Come here. I've got a hand just for you. I've got a hand just for you. Come here. Come here. What, you don't want scritches?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Do I want the knife, is the question. Alright, we'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay, enter the basement. I have to have one hand on my dog for scritches.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Oh,
Don't let it fool you.
okay.
It's all part of the manipulation. Good.
Come here.
You're still listening to reason.
I don't like how that sounded. Who's there? That's a different dialogue option.
You walk down the stairs
Oh.
and lock eyes with the princess.
Jesus.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I've not
She's
played
so
since
coldly beautiful.
so I don't know what's.
Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
I don't know what's different. Coldly beautiful.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Okay. Let's see. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. You should just drop the blade and talk things out.
Should I drop the blade and talk things out?
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
No, it's not.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Yeah, I'm not sure I trust it.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Okay, you're being rude. That's.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I'm sorry.
She's unarmed.
You're being.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
Queen.
End this.
No, I'm not ending this.
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing.
Bugaboo, come here.
Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
No, I'm not dropping the knife.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Oh, you're just rude.
You stare at the princess.
Squint. Squint at the princess, yeah, that's what I want to do.
She squints back.
She squints back, okay.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Yeah, probably. Probably.
You squint even harder. So does she.
Yep.
At least nobody's dying
I like
right now.
this. I like this is amusing now.
You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Okay, alright, I'll be like.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Okay.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Well, that happened. Okay.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Yeah. Okay.
Holy shit, that hurts!
Yeah.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
Adra, come here.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Finish the note.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath,
I like my
equally
talent
exhausted.
arm.
You probably won't make it out of here alive,
monster.
but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
You are the monster, and she is.
Excuse me?
Apparently not the monster.
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
Narrator, you're a sassy bastard.
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs
Sassy,
bouncing
sassy
around in
bastard.
there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
There you go. So internal bleeding can finish the job.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps. her voice an unhealthy rasp. As her
Fun,
lungs
okay.
started to
That
fill
I
with
have
blood.
never wanted to.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would.
Okay.
But I have to wonder,
Huh.
do you really think this is the end?
Everything no.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark,
And you
die.
Yep. Chapter 2, The Adversary. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods,
Adversary. This is
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the
Not had
basement
the
of that
adversary
cabin
yet before.
is a princess.
Hello.
You're here to slay her.
Welcome,
If you
welcome,
don't, it will be the end of the world.
I've not had her do that reaction before. I've only done like 2 different versions of this girl before, so I had the knife lady, and I do not remember what the other one was. I just remember knife lady very, very, very intimately because that was not what I intended the first time I did this. So this is gonna be interesting because I've not also played the game since the pristine cut, so I don't know what's changed. Okay. Let's see, I already proved the princess sure she also killed me, but didn't got her. Why am I here again? Getting
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Narrator, you're a lying liar that lies.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Lying liar that lies.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Yeah, okay.
That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that
Oh, yeah.
matters
Narrator,
is
100%.
marching up to that cabin
But I mean-
and winning.
Ooh, stubborn. Okay, that's a new one.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up
To
that
be
hill.
fair, it is proven in this game that you are fracturing just as much as the princess is fractured pieces of some other entity. So the narrator being a fractured part of your psyche makes a lot of sense. Bugaboo, come here. Patrick, come here. My dog is fussing because my brother, unfortunately, is upstairs, and she really wants to go and see him because he's visiting today. And she's not allowed because we don't want to stress family out. Let's see. So this is more than just deja vu, though I'm pretty sure this whole thing happened. I'll do that.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I.
Bye. And she's gonna go upstairs. So she gets what she wants. Let's see. Why should I listen to you? Yeah.
Those are 2 very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Okay.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Yeah.
We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her.
Yeah.
And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
I mean, I don't think they did. Aside from dying.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yep. Consequence-free.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
I don't even think it's transported to a different world.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
So you're analyzing yourself as much as
Enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win.
So these are
Nothing
different
else
iterations
matters.
on top of iterations on top of
I couldn't agree
iterations.
more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
More and more and more. It's an interesting idea.
Just be quick about it.
Yeah, let's talk. Let me get some information. Let's see. Let's see. All she did last time around was beat me to death. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her visions?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
Well, that's an interesting thought. So, your experiences shape the princess, in this case? Shape what she becomes. Your experiences and expectations shape what she is. Okay.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is.
There are no
In the
people.
woods.
I can already tell.
Don't overcomplicate things.
There are no people.
Oh, this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions?
Because
There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here.
I like Hero. Hero's smart. Hero knows what's up.
Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
No, it's not. Let's. Okay, so you just like fighting. Got it. Let's see. We killed each other last time. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Yeah. Actually, no. Let's go with.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Nope. Okay.
What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch.
Shut up, stop her.
Exactly. The less you know about her, the better.
I mean, I suppose we could do rematch. Let's see. I want to know why they didn't slay her.
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Uh-huh.
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps.
I enjoy you, sir, but no.
It's just the way things are.
You're amusing, sir, but no.
I didn't know we were special.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
I like the sound
You're
of
flattering
that.
the hero. That, no. Oh, dear.
Of course you're special.
Oh, goodness.
Why else would you be here?
Yeah, you're special because you're too.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me.
It's a
Don't
love
talk to
story.
her, don't trust her, just go in, do your
As
job.
broken and as toxic a love story as it can get. It is, in fact, a love
Great.
story.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Yes, okay. Save it from you, and sure. Fine, proceed to the cabin. Let's rematch.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
I like the Stubber notices, yeah, she doesn't seem to be a liar or a cheater, really.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
Yeah, I think the
Princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her.
So will the
Ever.
narrator.
Are we clear?
I understand. No,
Crystal,
make it.
let's just get on with it already.
Alright, let's just get on with it. Sure. Proceed to the cabin. Let's fight the adversary, I guess.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Huh, this is interesting.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
This is stone and cold. Interesting. Let's see, you didn't say anything about that.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Altar makes it interesting. Makes it seem
There's
like
definitely a mirror.
Yeah, thank you, Hero.
There
Basically
isn't.
seems like this is a sacrifice.
You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
I care about the mirror. It's important. I care about
As
it.
do I.
lied to. Yeah.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
That's a good question. I mean, kinda yes and kinda no. Let's see. This whole cabin.
Very different.
Yes.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous
you haven't actually
past
been here.
life nonsense.
No,
You
I
haven't
have been
died,
here.
and you
I've been
certainly
here.
haven't been
Definitely.
killed by the princess.
But, whatever.
So focus up.
World
The world is depending on you.
Yeah, okay. Let's see, I want to see the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Narrator, you're a lying liar who lies.
This really isn't funny.
Lying liar who lies.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
I like the mirror.
I hope you know how
sequence
ridiculous you
because
look
It
right
shows your hand. It shows how the.
But it was there a second ago.
And it's like a bird's claw.
Now it's gone, so all of us
And
can
I like
stop
that,
arguing
because
about it
keeps
and get to
emphasizing you are a
fighting.
monster. You're a monster.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Okay, yeah, cool. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to
Is
it.
she a demon
If the
now?
princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Did
Her
I
fierce
turn her
voice
into a
carries
demon?
up the stairs.
Ooh.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Give me a second, I'm fixing my webcam.
As you descend the final step,
Oh, she is a
the
demon.
form of the
That's
princess
cool.
comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Very much a demon.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too.
There, that's better.
Yes! I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
She's a demon. I am... I hope that you heard all of that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than what happened last time. But last time definitely happened.
Fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke.
I
and
like
beyond that,
this version of the
remember
princess.
anything that happened last
Okay.
time? Me. I don't remember
go.
what happened last time.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Narrator.
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Uh-huh. Well, the princess apparently does. So, do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why
I
don't we
like
do it
her
again?
crown of horns.
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
You know what? I'm all for this. Yeah, let's do this. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have things to unpack first.
What is there to unpack?
Like
I
that,
was
yeah.
dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
She is straightforward. Okay.
Don't you get
Sure.
it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
I mean, yeah.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay, stubborn. Let's see. I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Screw it. We'll attack it.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
Yeah.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red
Sure.
blood. but she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
Okay. I don't...
You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact.
I don't get stronger, so that's not fun.
She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Because we're not giving her a good enough fight.
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you?
Yep.
That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me.
Oh.
It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart.
Huh. Okay.
You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point?
Interesting.
So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
Is she wanting me to do what you want me to do?
She's huge, but
Oh my
probably
gosh.
means she's slower than us.
Oh no,
Take it
she's
slow.
not.
Think
She's
it
not
through.
slow.
Don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
No. No.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't.
Yeah.
The only way to win, the only way out of this
I actually think
is
stubborn in
through
this case is correct. It's correct.
If that's your plan, then that's your plan. You push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess
We're
once
just gonna
more.
go straight for the heart. Just straight through her. Let's go for it. Yeah.
You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
No.
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
I like the stubborn in this case.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
No, you shove her arm into her chest.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you finally get it, don't you?
Yeah.
Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me, dying and coming back, clashing against each other. Forever.
Yep.
That's not what's going on. There's an entire world at
That's
stake
100% what's
here.
going on, dude.
Yes, the fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight. The only thing that matters is getting stronger. And the only way to get stronger is to win, even if it takes us forever to get there. Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact.
Ooh, okay, well, I'm dead.
We're fine. But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours.
No fight is easy against her.
Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor.
She gonna
I said we're fine. I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it.
Yeah, certainly implied not fine. Definitely implied not fine.
It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
I like the music that's
You
going.
forgot this.
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
She tosses it at your feet.
Okay, let's see. We know that once we're not immortal. We saw the trees and everything on our way here. Don't you want to be free though? Let's do this.
How much more proof do you need? Would it help to watch me rise from the dead with your own two eyes? Fine. Go ahead. Stab me in the heart. See what happens.
Oh, hey, maybe this will give me
The princess throws open her arms, exposing her chest.
do it
Is
right now.
really just going to let you slay her? Do it. Do it right now before she changes her mind.
I like narrator. He's like, oh,
Hold on.
I'm gonna get this.
What if this is
Yeah,
a trick?
no,
If she's leaving herself open like this, there's only one way we can strike at her.
Okay.
For all we know, she's 3 steps ahead of us.
No, she's not 3 steps ahead of us. She
3
wants
steps
to
ahead of
point.
us. Have you met her?
Yeah,
This isn't a
I was
trick.
gonna say, this isn't a trick. She's a demon.
And
She's
how
very
would you know
straightforward
that?
in this respect.
Because I wouldn't think to trick us, so why would she?
Exactly.
That's a great point. So please stop hesitating and end this now.
The fractures of you mirror in the fractures
The
of
princess remains unflinching as you run her down, her stoic expression once again
I have
curving into a
noticed
knowing smile as the pristine blade buries deep into her heart. Did she really just let us do that?
She's proving
Apparently.
a point.
Yes.
She's proving a point.
See you soon.
Very validly proving a point.
And then she stumbles back into the
That
wall,
shouldn't
the
have
blade
worked.
still
Oh,
lodged
wow.
firmly in her chest.
Okay.
She
Give me
collapses to the ground.
Achievement. Good to know.
She's dead. It's over. It's finally over.
But it can't be over. She said she'd be back.
I know that the two of you had some sort of weird bond, but look on the bright side. Now we don't have to die. Isn't that nice?
Always.
No,
nice.
it's not nice. I wanted to fight her forever. This is shit. It's not fair.
I like the stubborn.
Life isn't fair, but what's done is done, and whether you like it or not, the entire world is in your debt for saving it from ruin. I'm sure in due time you'll learn to live with yourself.
Stubborn is interesting.
Let's just get out of here.
Go get your knife.
Yes. That sounds like a splendid idea.
Watch about.
Fine.
Yeah.
You remain where you are and watch over the princess's corpse.
Yep.
She remains dead.
This is interesting.
I'm telling you, she's coming back. She said she's coming back.
She's not.
She is.
She's
You're
not
stubborn.
coming back. She's dead.
Stubborn is
Your blade is
interesting.
embedded in her heart. You slew her. It's over. I don't know how many more times, how many different ways I need to express this objective reality before it finally makes its way through your dense skull.
How many different ways have you got left to express it? Because it'll take a hell of a lot more to convince me that she's not coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got plenty.
Oh.
Can the two of you stop arguing?
No!
I'm not the only one who just
love
saw
that.
her eyes
There you
open.
go.
Right? What are you talking about? For the millionth time, she's...
Yep, there she is.
Yes, I told you I'd be back.
Yep, there she is.
alive. We're shit out of luck, aren't we?
I knew
Oh
it.
my gosh. Yes.
I told you all that we should believe
Oh,
in
that's
her.
awesome.
This is perfect.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you waited for me. I knew I could count on you. I knew we were connected.
That's awesome.
The princess staggers to her feet, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade you buried in her heart.
Okay.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
Okay. Yep.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
Sure. This is. I
You know
like
what to
this. This
do.
is hilarious.
Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that?
Hero doesn't get it, but that's okay. Hero doesn't
All of
have
you
to
need
get
to
it.
settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all.
Nah.
Oh, we just missed her heart. Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over.
Narrator. You're terrible.
Well, I guess I had it wrong.
Yep.
You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything?
Man does not.
I never said I knew everything.
Nope, he doesn't. But that's interesting. What's close to untethering? What's that supposed to mean?
It means nothing. I shouldn't have said that.
Oh no, I'm curious now. Come on.
But you did say it, so it means something.
Oh, stop bickering over nothing. Our destiny is right in front of us. Pick up the blade and go to her.
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny?
Oh.
He's lost the thread, and if you lose the thread, you won't be able to save the world.
He's lost the thread.
What is that supposed to
A
mean?
portion of you.
You don't have to answer that, and I'm not going to answer that.
No.
Bloody hell not! Because right
not giving an
now,
answer.
there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts.
Ooh. That is the closest to being meta you've actually gotten on this.
What?
Narrator, that's interesting. The princess can't die. You mean, like, the princess can't die, don't you? Well, it's too late for that. I think we've all thought that one. I'm not going to say the princess can't die. I'm not even going to think it.
Yes.
A bloody dance to last forever. Thank you.
Like,
That which cannot die cannot die.
can't die.
Yep.
I tried, you know. I tried very
Okay, that's
hard
another
to make
achievement.
this
That's
work.
cool. Okay, I did not anticipate that. I don't like
Don't
that
like that
resignation.
resignation. Are you sure we can't just
Can't just
unthink it? Yes. Like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought.
That's interesting.
I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink. If I'm going to see the end of
I broke the
everything, I'd
narrator.
rather
That's
not be
nice.
sober.
Oh, I like
So
that.
I was right. Why are all of you so glum? This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever.
But I think it was the stubborn one who said, "Your destiny awaits." Right?
Oh, I like that. I broke the narrator for a bit. I enjoyed that.
Hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here? What if we run away? What if we convince her not to end the world?
No, we're stuck in a
You
cave.
can't reason with her. Ending the world is her fundamental nature. It's not a decision she can flip on and off.
I like
It
that
is her.
implication that the world
And what
ends
exactly can't
is
we leave her down here?
her purpose.
Because all it would do
fact
is
that-
stall the inevitable.
We don't get an explanation of
And
why
what's wrong with
this is
stalling?
interesting.
Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling.
The end
is still the end, and I'd rather face mine head on.
You never
You
know.
mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this? Because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moments arguing with you. It's time. Yes, I suppose it is.
He just gives up. Interesting.
Fight her forever. Maybe she can't end the world. Maybe everything can still work out.
Hero, so hopeful. No, this run is completely effed.
Guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
I have a feeling she
Don't you get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last forever.
Yep. Join your adversary.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the
This ending
floor
is nice.
and stumble
I
back to your
appreciate this
feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look.
Okay.
It's a lot of flowery description coming from someone who thinks he already knows how this is going to play out.
He's gonna have a lot of flowery description.
Oh, indulge me, will you? Me knowing how this is going to play out is exactly why I'm being flowery. Let me have just this one thing, alright?
In this case, since I really
Alright.
screwed up your stuff, sure, go for it.
Here it comes. The big finish. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess ready to end
Like
each other.
this image. This image is nice.
Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body and... Wait, no, really? What happened? Why did everything go dark?
He died.
You died. That blow was apparently lethal. Anticlimactic.
Yeah.
You don't get it, do you? We're not dead. We're stronger than this. So stop whining
The fact that we're still
and
thinking.
get up.
Saying get up is not going to change the fact that you're dead. How dense are you?
We're still thinking, so we're not dead.
Funny that you're calling me dense when you still haven't figured it out. We can't be dead. We're just like her. All of you need to wake up and enter the
I
new
like this.
world.
You know, Maybe he has a point. If we're dead, how are we still talking?
Because being dead is reality. Because it says right here that you're...
Well,
Alive.
Yep.
that's right.
I like the soundtrack to this for this part. This is nice.
I thought I lost you there. But you've figured things out, haven't you?
Yep.
Good. The two of us can finally be together.
Okay. Join your adversary. Sure.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment.
Yep. Over and over again.
And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
Yep.
We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay.
Oh, narrator.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
You deserve that. But he doesn't answer. He's gone. Yep.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Yep.
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
End of the world. Yep.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Broke the hero too. Interesting.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
Mm-hmm. The princess stumbles and her body slumps.
I feel so... tired.
He's gone. We've been fighting for a long time. You should rest. Are you okay? You know, I'm gonna say you should go fight for a little bit. Rest. Yeah. There we go. Grabbed by the hands. I am in the wrong way. You do not have an opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
How it's also the
There's that mirror again.
of
Why is it here?
game.
Why now?
Hero is closest to you because Hero notices things. Let's see, I don't know where she went. I don't know how we even got rid of her. Mary's gone. Things will slip in the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
We're not gonna find her, dude.
You're right.
Yeah.
She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
The fact that the
It's
hero
like it's
doesn't
mocking
like
us.
it is interesting.
It is. Does that mean the world ended?
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. You just need to keep going.
Yeah. Approach the
I'm
mirror.
begging you, don't do
The
this.
fact that he doesn't like the mirror is interesting. The mirror never scared you.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
I don't think so. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Fragile, interesting. The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a bold heart.
Bold makes sense, yeah.
Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Interesting, that's a phrasing I didn't expect. Let's see.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
think in this case, your character, if she is solitary lights in an empty city, you are the empty city that she is in a lot of ways.
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network.
Interesting.
I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
Yep. That phrasing. That's
We
the
are
important
oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
want something greater that has been cut down and needing to become greater again. Let's see. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Okay. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
See, that is the interesting thing. Sadness, longing, hope. This is part of kind of like that love story thing, because neither of you remember what you were in this particular essence, is from what I can understand. Let's see. Are you... No, let's see. Are you
I have
sent
only
me?
just now stirred to consciousness.
Okay.
I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
To be free. Yeah. So, are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Yeah, the motif of the, but were you always a princess, or are you just making part of her yourself?
You speak in circles.
The motif of the mirror
Does it
is
matter
the
where one thing
fascinating part of
begins
this,
and another ends?
to be perfectly honest. So, let's see. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Well, that's not helpful.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
It is telling that the narrator does not enter into the long quiet. I do say that. Let's see. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
That is an interesting phrase. And a letter out.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed.
That's interesting.
This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept.
Oh.
The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
So she was
I
a
promise that it
fragment
doesn't
of a
hurt.
concept. A fragment of a concept of what this being could have been. And the minute the world becomes no longer quiet, the fragments and concepts and pieces return to her. That's interesting.
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
That's the other thing. It's the belief.
Bring me more
the
perspectives, so that I may be whole.
Belief and thought.
And
give
perhaps
her
then
form.
we will know our freedom.
Specifically your belief and your thought give her form.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Okay, that's also a lie. How many more pieces do you have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are
That's
to
also
find.
not an answer.
I am infinite.
I want to say it's like
The rest will find their own way
4 or
home.
5 pieces. But I don't know. And if I don't let you do this to me,
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
why use the phrasing dry? If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done.
Okay.
To destroy is merely to reshape.
That's not a lie. To
To
destroy
remold.
to destroy is to reshape, to remold. So basically recreating out of the remnants of what had once been. That is a very valid viewpoint. So you're being semantic. What do you
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Oh, okay. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Okay.
She asks
Sure.
that I tell you to remember her.
Oh, I like that this part.
You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. She asked if you remember her. You won't. Nope. Okay, so I brought the adversary to her. That was a different one.
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay, we're just gonna hit the skip button because I'm gonna skip the things that I've already done. Let's see. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world? Let's see. Can't someone, I'm okay with
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Yes and no.
I mean, maybe some people do. Nihilists, or very, very evil people, but
I like that.
Surely not
Nihilists
one
are
of
very, very
those.
evil people.
right?
Nah, not one of those, yeah. Let's see. Do I get to the woods?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Okay. So you gotta slay her before you get it. Let's see. Let's see. What else can I do? What my prize is going
It's
to be?
a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Really? Mm-hmm. Let's see.
That's the spirit.
Oh, let's do that. Yeah, sure. We'll go
You
to
make your
the-
way up the short path.
Yeah, we're gonna skip that part, proceed to the cabin. It's gonna be a normal cabin, which is fine.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely...
Yeah, skip that. I'm just gonna enter the basement without the blade. No blade this time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a stair...
Don't let it flee, it's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game here by coming on our... What'd she say? Okay, so this is a soft hello instead of a stern hello.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Interesting. Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far... She's beautiful.
I like
How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
You're sounding smitten.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
She's coldly beautiful last time.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk a bit first. Come on. Let's see. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
I've actually done
She
this
knows
before.
what she'd do.
Interesting.
She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Okay.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
Wow. Okay, that's phrasing. I just want to know what you do.
It's not like you'd believe me.
Doesn't matter. You can still say it. If I'm the first person you see while you're drinking or eating. Let's see. Alright, let's just ask her this.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
That's a lot to do with stuff.
This is the only
Last
time
version
this is
of you was
ever going to
vegan, so
happen,
has a lot to do with
but
stuff.
I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Yeah.
Okay,
You don't
but
have to be a monster.
actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let's see. What's your name?
Oh,
What's your name?
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Wow, that's not an answer. Okay, cool. Not
Is
answer.
princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Princess. That'd be very terrible. So is Princess your
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
So, no. That? Oh, that's the shadows.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten.
Okay.
I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Yeah, sure, you've got a name. It's
Okay, that's weird.
Princess.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted.
I don't trust
Go
you.
back upstairs,
I never
get the
trust
blade,
you.
and slay her before it's too late.
I never trust you, dude. Let's see. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
We'll get to know each other. Yeah, we'll do that.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Well, you get to deal with it.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Yeah, well, she gives a try.
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
I like the hero.
One way or another,
Sarcastic,
I'm
yes.
going to find a way out of here.
Ooh,
It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Yeah, okay.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
Okay.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Uh-huh, okay. I'm gonna lock her in the basement.
I know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins
I
here.
don't care if no one wins here. She gets
It's a
to
chance we'll have to take. We can make this work
I
if
wanna
we
know
just
what
stay
this
here
turns her
and keep
into.
watch. No one has to die.
I have apparently done this dialogue choice before, so I don't remember.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Okay, sure, Angry.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Does this turn her into Knife Lady?
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Okay. Cool.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
Do I bother grabbing the braid? No, we're sticking to
It'll be the death of all of us, but
I'm gonna stick to the
fine.
plan.
We'll do it your. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Okay.
You settle in against the far wall
No,
to
we'll
watch
skip
them.
that. What do you say? We could make this work. Okay.
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue.
Oh,
But sleep doesn't
I
come.
think this leads to
Instead, your
nightmare?
rest is broken by
But
a
I've never
piercing,
actually finished
wailing
Nightmare.
voice calling
Let's
out
stop
to you
that.
from the other side of the door.
That's good.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Oh my gosh.
She sounds terrifying.
Like she's less than
Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Yeah, okay, so this is Nightmare.
As she violently
Never
rattles the
actually
door,
finished it.
you do your best to shut her out of your
I turned
mind.
around on that one.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did,
Vegas
and I'll
record.
never forgive
Vague.
it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
That's just getting
No, it doesn't.
Oh dear. Let's see. Oh, that was just an act. I'm not even a princess here.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
Well, you get to deal with it.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
Okay.
You jolt awake in the middle of the night to
that's
silence in the
terrifying.
cabin. The
Door's
ruckus
open.
has stopped,
Stuff's moving
and the
away.
door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Yep, that's awesome.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out
Yeah,
of
there she
that
is.
awful basement.
Oh, good lord. Now she's she's absolutely
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
That is actually terrifying.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
I mean, yeah, that's horrifying.
Yours, of course.
See whose side are you on? Yeah, okay. But I have duty to uphold the truth. Wanting what affects the situation doesn't change.
So helpless. I can take my time
You
with
have a duty
you,
to uphold.
can't I?
You have a duty. You have a...
She steps closer.
Oh, good lord, that's
One
closer.
silent footfall at a
Did
time.
not expect that
cocking
right
her
in my
head
face.
In curiosity as
Okay.
you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Okay, cool.
Or maybe
That she's
can't
right
take
in
my
front of
time
my
with
face.
you.
Okay.
you don't look well. A little green around the gills.
I mean,
What a
yes.
shame. If you'd only help me get out of
Kind
here,
of.
we could have done such wonderful things
Right in
together.
my face. Okay.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest.
Oh,
You have seconds left.
awesome.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
Yeah. Okay.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
but it is. Everything
Okay,
goes
she's out of
dark,
my face.
and you die.
And I'm gonna actually end it on that. Yeah. Okay.
You're on a
I'm
path
gonna end
in
it
the woods,
on that.
and at the end of that path
Oh,
is
wow.
a cabin. And in the basement of...
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put that into that empty time slot. Okay. I had just the vaguest recollection of the nightmare. So... Vegas, I did not remember her getting into my face. I do remember I messed it up. So this is going to be interesting because it's going to be a new one for me. It and the adversary are both going to be new to me. I'm actually curious of what ones I've already done. Can I see my achievements, please? Yeah. So... so I've done the damsel. I've done the razor, the complete razor. So I went all the way through to the end of the razor. So that was the complete razor. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I've done the damsel and the razor. And now the adversary. I didn't know you can, like, not get the complete razor. Apparently there's a partial razor? Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that there was a partial razor. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me. I'll have to figure out when I'm going to play this again. Peace.